Good evening, Tipsyers. Ranger Dave coming at you from almost 7,000 feet of elevation here outside of Colorado Springs, Colorado. We have a great show for you tonight. Hey, it's 2024. I have a little less hair. We're getting ready for hiking season, but it's a little too cold. So while we can't hike, we'll do the next best thing. We're going to eat. We're going to eat camping food. We're told by all the experts at the FDA, CIA, FBI, whatever, that breakfast is the most important meal of the day, so we're going to start there. I don't believe that crap, but that's where we'll start. And tonight, we have a series of different breakfasts with a blueberry theme. So sit back, relax, pop open that cold one, let's do some taste tests, and let's get to work. As always, if you like hiking, camping, trail food, bald fat guys in the mountains, smash that like and subscribe button. Also, check out the description below. We're gonna have a lot of pertinent information about what we're talking tonight. I can't talk. First video of the season, can't talk. Tonight, breakfast. Most important meal of the day. You need to make sure. I don't believe that. That's doo-doo. But we're gonna go with that. And it's an important decision on the trail. You're about to gear up and hike. So with us tonight are different oatmeal, granola options with a blueberry theme. You like oatmeal? Yeah, it's good. It's great. So first, mountain goat. What are the first two options we have tonight with the blueberry theme?
So the first two options we have tonight are Backpackers Pantry, which is this one, and it's got granola. It's granola with blueberries, almonds, and milk. And then the other one we have tonight is Mountain House, which is granola with milk and blueberries.
It's so yummy, Dad.
It's so yummy, Abby. Little tipsy. We can edit that out. No big deal.
Yeah.
Here, edit that out. Now, moon pie. What are these two? I'm sorry, you don't like moon pie anymore, right?
No.
Okay, what do you prefer?
Scarface.
Scarface. Great example and a great movie. So why don't you name the other two blueberry-centric options we have for this evening?
Okay, so first we have Good to Go, and it is granola with blueberries, figs, almonds, and milk, which I've never had before. And next we have Trailtopia Adventure Food, which is just blueberry oatmeal.
This is certainly going to be an adventure tonight. So, rules of the taste test. We're going to cook each of these right now. These are dry. We're going to cook them each right now, as is per the directions. We'll try each one, tell you what we think of them. We'll all weigh in. Adults, big kids, even little babies. And we'll tell you what we think. It's going to be a great time. What are you saying? Yeah, we're just going to share these.
Okay?
Is that all right?
Yeah?
You want to share some slobber with your dad? What about you?
Sounds fun.
Any issues with that?
No.
Good. What about you? Any issues just sharing?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Can't wait for us all to get sick. This will be great. What's wrong over there, Scar Pie? Moonface?
Okay.
So first tonight, what's first tonight?
So,
I know. First tonight is Mountain House. Mountain House granola with milk and blueberries. So first, you can find this everywhere. This is easily found online. It's found at REI. It's found at your local sporting goods store. Widely available. I've had this before, and I believe both of these kids have had it before. So, Mountain Goat, what's your experience with this in the past?
So my experience with this in the past is the first time I ever had this was actually the first time Ranger Dave, Dad, took me on a part of the Colorado Trail. And he gave me this in the morning, and it was really good. I really liked it.
Really liked it.
uh-oh.
Ranger Dave gave it to you. Not Dad, Ranger Dave. I'm on the trail with Ranger Dave.
Ranger Dave.
Don't say that on video. No, that's a bad influence.
Sorry.
That's bad influence right there. Anyway, widely available. We've had this before, but this is a great place to start. So the directions were add one half cup of cold water, and then rip this bad boy open and eat it. Let her rip, tater chip. So we're just going to go ahead and do it. So it's been like 2 minutes. Okay, there's a little delay here. But opening it up, it looks a little watery, but it looks appealing. Nice purple color with the blueberries. What do you think? What do you think, Mini Tipsy?
It's good.
It's good. It's good. So anyway, let's dive in. So here's the living long, loose, and full of juice. Let's go. There you go. Moon pie, Scarface, tearing it open. Share it with your little sister over here. So, Mountain Goat, first impressions. What do you think?
It's really good. The blueberries are very subtle and blend very nicely with the granola. The only thing is, it doesn't go well with cold water. I think it was cold, like really cold, and I think it just needs to be hot. Because if you're on the trail, and you wake up in the morning, it's going to be cold, and eating something cold, it's just no.
That's a fair statement. That's a fair point. When I wake up cold, butt cheeks frozen together, you want something warm. You want something warm. I think in the past we've used warm water or hot water. It's not bad. It's good. I like the blueberry flavor. There's this like vanilla flavor to it that's pretty solid. I would eat this, no problem whatsoever. It's really hard to mess up granola, but this is good. Like if you put this in front of me without saying anything else, I would have thought it was store-bought out of a box like normal granola. Scarface, what do you think?
I agree. I think that it would be much better if it was hot. But I think that it tasted really good.
Good. So scale of 1 to 5. We've tried a lot of different meals in the past and on this channel. Mountain Goat, scale of 1 to 5. What would you rate this? Just overall.
I would say 4. I would rate it a 5 if it were warm. It wasn't though, but it was just really good. The tastes were mwah.
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 That's French for mwah. Scarface, what do you think? Scale of 1 to 5.
I like a 3.5.
3.5.
I do like the taste. It was cold. I don't like the camping food cold. And it's also getting stuck in my teeth.
Stuck in your teeth. Something to be aware of. Overall, grab this one, no problem. So on to the next one. So next with us is Backpackers Pantry granola, blueberries, almonds, and milk. Directions were remove and discard oxygen absorber, which we did. Ranger Dave did not swallow it. Add 1 cup of cold or hot water. So we added hot water. Again, you're camping in the Rockies. You're going to want something warm. We're just going to, if we're given the option, we're going to go hot water. Just be aware of that. Stir well and enjoy. Well, we'll see if we enjoy it. So we're going to rip this open. It's only been sitting for a few minutes. Super watery. Just all the blueberries floating to the top. We got a floater, not a sinker over here. But we'll see how it goes. We'll stir it up a little bit. Here's the living life, long, loose, and full of juice. Let's go.
You're right there. Let's go to the top.
Of course I'm right. I'm Dad. It's my job to be right. Nope. Little tipsy head in the video. Here you go. All right, so first impressions. I like the taste. Way too much water. Now, what you don't see is I have my lovely wife in the background. She made this. I trust her. Yep. I trust her with my life, much less making freeze-dried oatmeal. I have faith she put what was said on the container, but too much water. Too much water on the directions. I would maybe do half to 2/3 of a cup. Maybe have a little extra water on standby if you need to hydrate it up a little bit. Because hey, we're at 7,000 feet. You might be ripping this open at 12,000 feet. You might need a little bit more water. But it doesn't give us any time to let it absorb.
Baby's crying.
It doesn't give us any time. So just be aware of that. And we did it basically within minutes of putting the water in. Sorry, can't talk. Anyway, Mountain Goat, what do you think?
So I think it's good. Something I've noticed about actually all the packets is that they all contain nuts. So if you have some sort of nut allergy, I would not eat these because you might have an allergic reaction. But this one, it is good. It is warm. If my dad served this to me, my first thing would be why.
Ranger Dave.
If Ranger Dave served this to me at the trail, I'd be like, first of all, I'd be like, why are all the blueberries at the top? But I would eat it. It's really good. And it's so warm I had to blow on it.
So warm, had to blow on it. Scarface, what do we think?
I think it was good. It was watery. I did like the texture of the oatmeal and blueberries. It was really hot. And one thing I noticed is that on the back it says that their directions are actually set for 5,000 feet of elevation, and we're at like 9,000.
No, we're at 7.
Oh, 7.
7.
Okay. So it might be a little bit off.
So it says rehydration time doubles every 5,000 feet of elevation gain. Our directions are set for 5,000 feet, which is what Scarface said. There was no time listed here like, hey, let it sit for 5 or 10 or 15 minutes. That's very common with freeze-dried meals. Hey, let it sit for a bit, and it'll tell you how much. It didn't say that, so we're going by the directions. So I think it's solid. I would say less water, maybe 2/3 of a cup to start, maybe even half a cup. Maybe let it sit for a bit. That might help, but we're just going by the directions. So, Mountain Goat, scale of 1 to 5. How would you rate this?
I would rate it 3 because it was really good. It was really warm, and it was something I would recommend if you're really cold. But there's just too much water in it. They need to not have on the directions like my dad / Ranger Dave said.
It's just Ranger Dave. It's just Ranger Dave.
Like Ranger Dave said, you might want to add a little less water so that way it's more enjoyable because there's just too much.
This wouldn't please Captain Planet. We're wasting resources over here. Too much water. So, Scarface, scale of 1 to 5. What do we think?
3.5.
3.5.
I mean, it was good. It tasted good, but it was really watery. But at least it was warm. So that's what I think.
Minnie Tipsy's giving this like a -1. She won't try it. I wouldn't take that to the bank. But overall, it's fine. Less water. Hey, on to the next one. So next up, Trailtopia Blueberry Oatmeal. Now this one does have directions on how to cook it with a time and of course water. So first the water. This has the most water out of any of the other packets. Hey, you girls be nice to each other.
She's kicking me off the seat.
Well, get off the seat. She's in charge. It asks for 1 to 1 1/4 cup of water. So that's the most out of the bunch. But it also says seal and let sit for 5 minutes. It's been about 5 minutes. And it says boiling water. So this is one of those hot waters. Hey. So anyway, let's rip this bad boy open. Let's see what we got. So first glance, it's a little watery, but it looks good. The blueberries look like real blueberries, not like freeze-dried blueberries. Not a knock on the other ones. They kind of look freeze-dried, because they are. This looks real. I bet if I stir it up, it's going to look a lot better. This looks good. This looks like real oatmeal. Look at that.
That looks
Anyway,
tasty.
here's the living life, long, loose, and full of juice. Let's go.
I want to bite.
You want to bite? Here you go, Scarface.
Oh, it does look like real oatmeal. Kind of looks like grits.
Abby, can you get down,
What do you
please?
think?
Baby Tipsy, can you get down, please? Thank you.
Do you have it?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Going over to Mountain Goat.
Let's do that.
So I want to wait on my review of this. So, Scarface, What's your first impression of this?
No taste at all.
There's no sweetener. This is just like plain oats with some blueberry sneezed in it.
It kind of tastes like cardboard, but like it doesn't taste like Ready Wise. Ready Wise in the past.
Ready Wise.
That is different. This just tastes like paper.
Paper.
And the look is deceiving.
Looks deceiving. This has some MySpace angle to it. Okay, it looks good, and then you meet it, and it's like, nope, you need to hit the treadmill. You need to take that makeup off. We know you're Skeletor under the makeup. Mountain Goat, what do you think? Anything else to add? There is no sweetener in this. If you get this,
Throw it out the window.
you need to bring brown sugar, normal sugar, artificial sweetener, bark, tree bark, something to give it some additional taste. This is deceiving. You're right. This is deceiving. It looks good, but there's no sweetener. When you're about to hit the trail and hike miles and miles, sweetener's okay. Don't be scared of it. It's your friend. Scale of 1 to 5. Scarface, what do we got here?
1. It's just bad. Like I'm not gonna eat that. If you rip this open and make me eat this, I will dump it on you. It also has the lowest amount of calories from all of them by a significant amount.
Well, okay, so that's a good point. That's a good point, but it's based on serving size. So this, Trailtopia, 103 calories per ounce. So it's a small package, which I kind of like in theory. I like that because it could be incorporated with a well-balanced meal. You remember those commercials from the 90s? Like, it shows that, like, ideal meal that you never got because, like, your parents don't have time to make that. But to your point, 103 calories per ounce is the lowest out of all of these. So far, Backpacker's Pantry was the highest at 132 calories per ounce. Mountain House was 125. I should have mentioned that earlier, but hey, first video of the year, who cares? Car on my shoulder. It's very distracting. So yes, not only is this the smallest package, which could be a good or a bad thing, it is the least calorie dense. So you gave it a 1, right?
Yeah, 1.
1. Mountain Goat, what do we think?
0.5.
0.5. I said 1 to 5. 0.5 is not an option.
Should have just got bleh again.
1.
I would agree.
One.
It's low. I'd give it a 1, maybe 1.5 because it does look good. The texture's good, but this is not something I'm going to seek out when I'm at some store trying to get something for the trail. Just not going to do it, but good to know. We have 1 more to go. Let's get to it. So final blueberry option right here by the book. We have Good to Go granola. Real quick, directions were take out the oxygen absorber, add a little less than half a cup. It says 100 milliliters of cold or hot water to bag. So you have that option again. We went hot. Again, Rockies, you're going to want something warm. And it says stir well, eat, and smile. We'll see if we smile. We'll see. I mean, we should smile since we're going by the directions. Scarface, anything else about this that stands out to you?
So it has oats, it has blueberries, almonds, milk, just regular things, but I also noticed it has figs in it. So I'm anxious to see how that's going to turn out.
Figs are good. I have no problem with figs. Let's get to it.
Figs in your oatmeal, though.
We'll see.
Let's hope this one isn't as bad
So-
as the last.
Well, I hope not. There's a lot of sugar in this. 29 grams of sugar, 15 grams of added sugar. So that's encouraging. First impressions, looking at it, constipation station.
Yes.
It is not watery at all. This looks like hard cement type oatmeal. That might not be a bad thing because the flavors could be concentrated, but might create cement in your guts. And also, I see it's also visually appealing. I see the bits of figs, and I see some whole nuts in here. Like, this is visually, it's fine. So, little Tipsy getting in the camera. Here's living life long, loose, and full of juice. Let's go.
crunch.
I got an almond right off the bat.
Compose yourself, Scarface.
We'll let everyone take a bite.
I can't.
Nah, we're gonna go dive in. Okay, Scarface. What do we got going on here?
I can't breathe. It's so thick. I can't breathe.
Ow, it tastes like Pennywise cardboard.
Oh, come on. Come on. It's not that bad.
It actually tastes
You can take this for your
decent.
breakfast.
I do like the almonds in it, but I'm gonna try to choke this down. It is. Bleh.
You want some more?
No, I'm okay.
You want to use this as a weapon?
For real.
No risk of anything exploding. Mountain Goat. What do we think
Some
of it?
water.
It was terrible. I just spit it out in the sink. It was bad. It was just nut. Okay? I only tasted nut.
Only nut.
It looked like. It was awful.
I'm on adult perspective weighing in. I'm not saying this is good. Not saying it's good. What I am saying, I don't think it's awful. First, a little more water. It needs more water.
A little?
Otherwise, you're going to lay some foundation in the woods with this. You're going to pour a foundation with the doo-doo that's about to happen. So be aware of that. Second, it does have a lot of sugar. It needs more sweetener again. The Mountain House, no problem. The Backpacker's Pantry, no problem. These last two, it seems very healthy. It's marketed almost as healthy. It needs a little more sweetener. Just my opinion. So,
You still have that.
also the calories per ounce are pretty solid. Pretty solid. I'll give that to you in a second. I wrote it down. Again, first video of the year. We're real choppy over here. This is 121 calories per ounce. This is third place, but 3 out of the 4 between 120 and 132. So I mean, it's in the ballpark. The outlier was Trailtopia, so it's fine there. So Scarface, 1 to 5. We're on the trail. We're about to hike a 14er. How do you feel about it? Dear old dad rips this open for you.
I'd be pretty mad.
Would you be pretty mad because you're with dad hiking up a mountain, or would you be pretty mad over this?
Over this.
Okay.
I think that, so the rating I'm going to give it right now is a 1.5. I think it could go up to like a 2.5 if you had more water. I think if it were like a little more watery, then I think that it'd actually like be pretty decent, but it was, it was not good.
Okay, so 1.5 out of 5. Mountain Goat, what do we got? 1.
Another thing I forgot to add is this. It does not taste anything like blueberry. I don't taste any blueberries.
Oh, that's true.
That's a good point, Mountain Goat. I didn't taste any blueberry.
I
tasted
nut.
I didn't even
tasted
see
nut
any
and
blueberry.
Quickcrete. Tasted like Lowe's.
I tasted nut. It was bad. If Ranger Dave ripped this open and said, "Here's your breakfast,"
Thank you for getting my name right.
and,
Finally.
and he said, "Mountain Goat, here's your breakfast."
Okay.
I would throw this
You would throw
far
it?
away from me.
You're
as
going
I
to kill
could.
someone.
Yeah.
This is gonna kill my rear end.
I would give this a 1.5. I think it has potential. It needs more sweetener. You don't taste blueberry. That's a good point. I was so hung up on getting lockjaw chewing this up. I forgot about that. So I'd say not a great option. If you get this, if you're stuck with this, bring some sweetener. Brown sugar would be good. Add extra water though. Add extra water. It says a little less than half a cup. I think if you went like 2/3 of a cup even, it would make it better. But now we know. All right, so final verdict time. We've had some time to digest a little bit. Try these again. So let's talk about if we wanted granola or oatmeal on the trail, what's the winner? So first with Scarface, Out of the 4, what's the winner?
I'm going to say that, Mountain House. This one is the winner. I say the amount of water for this one is perfect. But I think if you got a hot, it would just be better. And I think that one tastes the best and just overall is my favorite.
Okay, so Mountain House. Mountain Goat.
I would also agree with what Scarface said. I do like Backpackers Pantry, but it's just the Mountain House. It was just really good. If you added some hot water into that, I would eat that every day for breakfast.
Very good. So Mountain House is the clear winner. I agree from a taste standpoint. I'd say nutrition-wise, it's solid. A lot of carbs. It has sugar, but not too much. Has some fiber. You're going to need that on the long-distance hiking. Let me tell you right now. It's got some electrolytes, and it's right in line with calories per ounce on these. It's 125 calories per ounce. That puts it second place, but just right in the middle of the 3 top tiers. I'd say second place, though, my opinion, Backpackers Pantry is kind of a hidden, maybe a diamond in the rough, not hidden gem, diamond in the rough. The reason is, it's the most calorie dense. I like the fact that it's really fat rich. It has a lot of fat in it, along with carbs. I think that if you dulled it up a little bit, had less water, don't go by the directions, add less water, this is a real contender, okay? So don't go by the directions. Maybe add a little extra to it, contender.
Speaking of fiber, this one has 12 grams, so...
Well, this is not a contender. This is not a contender. You're going to get the leaky rear end on the trail.
You're not getting anything leaky. You're getting bricky.
Yeah, that's true.
Getting bouldery.
You're going to need that fiber to get this out of your system on the trail. In this one, again, beauty's only skin deep. It looked good, was not good. You definitely need some sweetener or something else in it. Now, if you're one of those that are going to go ultra healthy, you go on the trail to be on a diet, which, okay, number 1, good luck. But number 2, this could be an option for you. Texture's good, keep it as is, but this, good to go, is not good to go. I'm sorry, it just is what it is. We all appreciate you joining us for this taste test this evening. I hope this was enlightening. So, short story, Mountain House, number 1, and I hope you're living life long, loose, and full of juice. Till next time.